Mr. Secretary, let me start out with what I appreciate. Kasi while we can all be emotional, we're really trying to find solutions. First and foremost, to ayusin yung bridge na yan dahil napaka-importante or kung i-replace. But two, wag nang maulit to ever. And I think we will agree naman, di ba, that sa criminology kasi, it's really not the penalty but the certainty na mahuhuli ka. And I'll ask for your patience that at least in this hearing and next, there were a few very, very diligent people in DPWH like Engineer Lingan na he never let up. Pag tinignan mo yung sa documentation, parate at saka honestly. Ang problema siyang hindi na-promote. Meron naman na pirming tinatanggap yung ni engineer, pero siya na-promote parate. Tapos medyo malabo yung transition nung recommendation. I'll go to that. So, but let me first appreciate, maganda po yung summary nung report kasi basically ganun din yung summary namin. No, yung mga problema, etc. But as we all know, the problems and solutions are in the details. I also appreciate that you were honest na you're getting to the proximate cause. But yung circumstances at ano talaga, I just want to emphasize that kasi kung hindi bumaksak tong tulay na to, hindi natin nahimay na even before the additional 400 million, the 275, 125, ang dami na palang problema. And even Engineer Cañete in his testimony na nung splinit yung contract phase 1, 2, yung sinasabi niyang may bumuka, because hindi dapat ganun yung construction, it raises questions, di ba? Na, for example, yung designer, should he be part of designing phase 1 and 2? Kasi for me, Secretary, di ba, kung binid ng ganun, on one hand, kung mali ang pacing, may kasalanan ng DPWH. Pero on the other hand, kung nagbid yung contractor, so kung alam mong mali, nagbid ka ba, hindi ba kasama sa warranty mo? 'Di ba? So there are, I just want to agree with you, there are a couple of questions. But just 3 questions before we take a 5-minute break, no? Number 1, Secretary, so this is a preliminary report pa lang. So the committee you formed will continue.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Yes.
Will they continue or will they pass it off to yung sinabi mong someone na a designer na international or yung maganda reputation, or magjo-joint sila, or anong plano ng department?
Together with our committee, I think we are planning to engage a separate.
Okay, so you'll engage but you will continue.
Yes.
Okay, and it's headed by the committee.
Yes.
Is headed by
Undersecretary Charlene Lapos.
Okay, and she is the woman behind you ba?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am, for your report. So she's head of legal ba? Tama ba?
Yes.
Okay. So, lawyer from
Yes.
anong law school? From San Beda. So, congratulations sa mga taga San Beda. Hindi pa pala tapos panahon yun nung last administration. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin. No, I appreciate that in a short time ng ganito, but we'll go to that. The second, sir, you can answer technical, you can answer layman. What's the difference between, kasi babalik-balikan natin today, you can answer it or kung sino man ang klaro magpaliwanag, the difference between repair and retrofitting.
Repair to me is actually something that it's very obvious defect, and that has been very obvious na defect. But retrofitting is something that probably would be an additional intervention to strengthen or make the structure more rigid.
So, in our language, Sec, tama ba? Ang repair, may nasira, aayusin mo. Ang retrofit, kailangan i-upgrade or i-strengthen, so i-retrofit mo. Okay. Ito, dictionary meaning lang to, ha. Repair, to restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. to restore us to a sound or healthy state, to make good, no? Ang retrofit, kasi yung hindi ko makita kung meron sa DPWH ng official meaning ng repair, pero ang retrofitting kasi meron eh. Sa DPWH Department Order 14 Series of 2017, retrofitting, a grouping of types of work associated with strengthening, so you mentioned strengthening, of existing structures to comply with the latest standards, usually with the aid of new technology or introduction of new features to old designs, di ba? So tama ba ako, Sec? So for example, Guadalupe Bridge, di ba? Since it was hindi naman natin gigibayin, but we're going to strengthen it kasi matagal na, and then at the same time, iba na yung bigat ng mga sasakyan, iba na yung traffic. So is that considered yung gagawin nyo din? Is that considered retrofitting?
Actually, Your Honor, I think the work that we are contemplating for Guadalupe Bridge is to replace the two outer structures with new one.
Okay, so new one na.
Yes, po.
So but
Reconstruction po.
any other bridge, for example, it's 10 years old, labas na sa warranty nung contractor, wala naman naging problema, walang cracks, etc. But because we have heavier trucks and there's new technology, yun yung retrofitting.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Pero yung halimbawa, ginagamit pa pagka-turnover ng contractor, pero nagkaroon ng sira, nagka-problema, nagka-cracks, or tapos tinignan ng engineers, kailangan ng ayusin, yun yung repair.
Yes.
Okay. And am I correct that usually pag repair, and it's within the warranty time, sagot dapat ng contractor yon?
Within 1 year, warranty period.
Within 1 year warranty period. And unless it's a fortuitous event, di ba?
Yes.
Unless yun nga, nag-earthquake, nag-tsunami, God forbid any of that, di ba? But if nagkaroon ng problema at kailangan i-repair and it's not attributable to acts of God or to fortuitous events, meaning kasalanan ng contractor, siya dapat magbabayad niyan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. But retrofitting, especially if it's new technology, new code, gobyerno magbabayad.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi wala naman sa terms nung original contract and bid.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Sige, klaruhin natin yon because today, aside from bakit bumaksak yung tulay, I want to go to the retrofitting / repair. Let's listen lang to urban engineers before we take a 5-minute break, Secretary, with your permission. So basically, tama po ba? Ito po yung naging report nyo, no? Sir, ito yung report nyo, no? And you found, ilan? 100. What do you call it? What do you call it? Yeah. So you found multiple failures. I mean, your words po, gamitin nyo yung words nyo. Ano yung findings nyo po in general? And then secondly, what caused it?
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Chair. And
Sorry sir, paki-introduce sarili mo.
I am Engineer Adam Mabinales.
Yes, thank you sir, welcome.
Urban Engineers. Okay, basically dung sa aming ginawang engagement po namin dun sa Kabagan Santa Maria Bridge is based on the condition of the bridge na nagkaroon po siya ng longitudinal displacement ng paggalaw ng pier number 8. Nung pumasok po kami, medyo buo na po yung tulay. But because of that induced in the displacement, we did the evaluation of that bridge based on that condition that you have the displacement. And because of that, nagkaroon po ng mga additional demand stresses do sa mga members.
Sir, klaruhin ko lang ha. Nung in-engage kayo, precisely to look at everything and find out kung may defects o wala.
Yes po. But based on the reports that we received, that nagkaroon po siya ng displacement
Yes.
during construction.
May report nga na may mga problema.
Opo,
But they said they needed an outside opinion. Kaya kayo kinuha.
that's correct.
Okay.
So in-evaluate po namin
Yes.
yun, base po doon sa mga information na
And your findings are this.
yes po. Then we did the modeling and analysis of that bridge, the entire bridge. And we found some members, in particular yung superstructure deck elements as well as the pier na medyo nagkaroon po ng overstressing, quote-unquote. Although sa software po kasi, pagka ho na-exceed niya yung supposed to be yung sinasabi naming parang reference, no, yung benchmark, ifa-flag ng software na fail siya. But hindi naman po ibig sabihin nun fail na total na hindi na po safe instruction.
Yes.
You only need
But
to do some intervention.
anong causes ng failure?
Because hindi po siya na-comply sa code requirements.
Ay, hindi yun ang ano nyo. Hindi yun ang mandate nyo. Wala pang pinag-uusapan until hinire kayo. No one was talking about the code. Ito, nasa inyong terms of reference. The consultant shall perform evaluation and analysis of the following reported defects during the construction stage of phase 1 and 2 and extension to identify the possible causes of failure. You know, I want to have a reasonable discussion, but I will hold you in contempt kung ganyan kayo ng ganyan. Nung last hearing, pinapasok nyo yan na code. Yan ang kayo cause. Sinabi ko sa inyo, bringing up ko terms of nyo, hindi. Sunod-sunod yung mga failures, yung problema, kaya kayo hinire. Kaya kayo hinire. Hindi dahil sa code. Hindi kayo hinire dahil 2015 may bagong code. Hinire kayo dahil maraming nang nakitang defects. Diba? Tama ba, mali?
Sir,
Tama, mali. Bakit kayo hinire? Dahil sa code, to comply with the code,
Hindi
o dahil may nakita ng defects?
evaluate po yung as-built condition po ng
As-built,
bridge.
because
Well, basically po dahil doon po sa TOR, there were
may
reported.
nakita ng defects, di
May
ba?
mga nakita pong defects.
Bakit napakahirap sabihin nun? Sinong
Yes, sir.
pinoprotektahan natin?
Tama po, sir. Nakita pong defects. But
Di ba, ibang, in the end, this will go to sino magbabayad gobyerno o contractor So hindi tayo pwede mag-umpisa ng malabo. So wag nyo sasabihin na kaya kayo hinire dahil sa may code.
hindi naman po.
Kompleto kami ng dokumento
Yes, sir.
Kaya kayo hinire, may defects. Bakit napakahirap sabihin nyo na may defects at tinitignan nyo yung
Hindi
defects?
po, sir. Actually naman po, may defects po talaga kami nakita. Dun sa base po dun sa
No,
TOR.
talk about the terms of reference.
Opo.
Kaya kayo hinire, sunod-sunod yung nakitang defects. That's the reason why you were hired.
Your Honor, nung pumasok po kami po, buo na po kasi yung tulay.
Kaya nga,
So, yung
ito naman
po,
tayo sinisisi sa
Opo.
tulay. Ang tinatanong ko lang umpisa, bakit kayo hinire?
Opo.
Hinire kayo dahil may mga defects.
And then,
Secretary, am I correct? Di ba? Hinire sila kasi may nakitang defects. And that's why Yusek Sadain said, may conflict kung yung contractor mag-hire sa inyo kasi ang titignan nyo yung defects at gawa ng contractor. Kaya sabi ni Yusek Sadain, department na lang ang mag-hire para nga independent yung ibibigay nyo. Tama po ba?
tama po.
Okay, so ang tanong ko lang, ano yung causes of the defect? Ano yung causes of the failures? Sa report nyo, ito yung report nyo. So
Opo.
sabi niya software, etc. Was it the design or was it the construction?
Ang sa tingin ko po, sir,
Hindi sa tingin nyo, anong finding nyo, sir? Hindi
Okay.
personal opinion mo
sige
to.
po, sir.
Kung anong
I will
findings
have
ba
to-
dito? Is it the design? Is it the construction or both?
Pareho po, both po.
So may problema sa design, may problema sa
Sa construction po.
construction. Okay, ano mga naging problema sa construction more or less? Ano yung major?
Well, number one, yung po yung nabanggit dun sa yung pagkaka-facing po nung construction, nung gumalaw po yung span na pier number 8.
So sir, so tama yung design kung hindi pinacing.
Opo.
Pero dahil pinacing, yun yung bumuka. And after that, nagka-problema na.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, ano ang recommendation, sir, ng kumpanya nyo?
Well, dahil na po buo na po yung tulay, nung minodel po namin siya, considering yung induced displacement doon sa pier number 8, and that's why we have to strengthen o retrofit yung piers, lahat po ng piers dahil po nagkaroon na po siya ng increase in the demand because of that displacement.
So, Mr. Secretary, malinaw na at that point in time, even before the additional funds, there was a finding already that may problema both sa design at saka sa construction. Malinaw yan, sir. I mean,
Yes,
shortcut na lang.
Opo.
You can submit whatever you want and we can have a technical working group. But so that we can make at the right conclusion. Sir, was it in your TOR to look at the new bridge code and to recommend whatever to comply with the new bridge code?
Nung pong in-evaluate po namin yung tulay, dahil dalawa po kasi yung dinesign po siya originally based on the old code, yung LFD kung sa amin pong terminology sa mga structural engineers. Dahil lumabas na po yung DGCS Volume 5 na 2015, so ako
Sir,
na po
sir,
yung
kailan kayo hinire?
2020 po.
2020. So, 5 taon na may bagong code.
Oh,
And I appreciate it sa recommendation nyo. May recommendation kayo to comply with that. Tama yon.
opo.
Obligasyon nyo yon. Proactive, tama kayo doon. Pero hindi yun ang tanong ko.
Yes, sir.
Ang tanong ko sa TOR nyo, may nakalagay ba doon na tungkol sa new bridge code? Meron o wala?
Wala po.
Wala. So, yun ang dapat sagot.
Yes, sir.
Wala, pero very good kayo na sinama nyo dahil obligasyon nyo.
Yes, sir.
Pero kaya importante yung wala kasi nga hindi yun yung reason kung bakit kayo hinire. 'Di ba? Kasi kung yun yung reason, ibig sabihin pwedeng walang defect eh. Pero dahil tinitignan natin yung bagong bridge code, gagawin natin. Pero hinire kayo kasi nga sunod-sunod yung defects. At tama naman na inyong ni-recommend na meron ito.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Secretary, just a 5-minute break. So thank you very much. Can I just advise everyone, no? As I said, you know, we don't want to be emotional. This is a highly charged and emotional issue. Bumaksak yung tulay eh. But let's answer directly. I'll give you all the time. I'll let you explain. Pero wag natin lituhin na ba't kayo hinar, repair ba to, so that we can get to the bottom of this is your chance, by the way, ha? Pag pumunta to ng Office of the Ombudsman, panay papel lang yung explanation nyo. Dito you can articulate, you can explain, di ba? Yusek Fernandez, why don't you take a seat? Tama ba? Lapus, sorry. Yusek Lapus. And then, I apologize. The Director General reminded me kanina. Lahat po who's here for the first time, you have to take the oath para lang on record lahat. Sir Engineer Abanalis, were you here last time? Yeah, so nagkapag-oath ka na. Director General Rudy Kimbo.
Those who are here for the first time kindly stand and for the administration of oath. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you. Thank you. You may take your seats.
Sir Secretary, since we're here to get to the bottom of it naman and to get to the truth, I'll ask my questions, but afterwards, if you, the other USECs or USEC Lapus wants to ask questions or to clarify anything, let's do that. Para lang walang nakabitin na question tapos sa media tayo mag-argue. So kung mag-argue tayo dito para or not necessarily argue with each other but with some of the resource persons, no? So Ma'am RD Malaluan, can I start with you, ma'am? Okay. Ma'am, can you explain the circumstances that led to the retrofit tender? Why was this necessary? Or if you want to give an introduction, what was your role during this time, di ba? So you were RD of Region 2 from what date to what date?
Afternoon, honorable members of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, especially to Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Bali, I assume the as OIC Regional Director of DPWH Region 2 in August 5, 2019. At that time, the construction of the Cabagan Santa Ana Santa Maria Arc Bridge spans 1 to 12 were already physically completed. The scope of work, the bridge extension, which is under phase 3, yun lang po yung aking during that time it was awarded during my time and started on August 22, 2019 and completed on April 16, 2021 as part of my stint as regional director in that region.
Let me just clarify that. So when you became RD, so phase 3 na,
Phase 3.
but you did receive reports ng mga problema sa phase 1 and 2.
Yes po. Actually po, several meetings.
That's okay. Tapos you can, I'm not saying ano muna, I'm just saying you were aware of those defects,
Opo.
di ba? So, so take us through it. So what led you to recommend, and then ano yung circumstances towards the retrofit tender?
Bali, several meetings po were conducted during my stint dahil nga po hindi ma-determine ano yung actual causes nung mga noted defects in the arch bridge. Kaya po nag-ano po ako sa department, nag-ano kami ng several meetings sa department po para nga to determine ano talaga yung real issues regarding this.
Let me clarify that. Malinaw naman yung what are the real issues. So malinaw naman sa akin na you know there were defects.
Opo.
Okay, ang hindi malinaw, hindi ma-pinpoint yung
Kung it is design flaws or
construction flaw.
construction. Kaya po, that was yung time na yon na pag-agreehan po na we will outsource or the third party consultant for the review or assessment of the as-built condition of the bridge po under phase 1 and phase 2.
Okay, so the hiring of urban engineers was not because of the bridge code. It was because of the defects.
Yes.
100%, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, who was designated to prescribe the solutions to the defects, and who will check that these prescriptive remedial measures will be carried out? So, I'll take off from what you said. Sabi nyo nga, pabalik, it's my words, but correct me kung the essence, or you can replace my words. So, bali yung sinasabi mo, ma'am, pabalik-balik nga, hindi malaman yung ano nag-cause, ano yung issue. So, you recommended na i-hire nga yung urban engineers. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, after you hired them, and it was quite, di ba, kasi nag-pandemic, tapos they were supposed to give it in, Engineer Binales, 4 months ba dapat? Yung original contract was for 4 months, diba? Tama ba? 4 months. But humingi kayo ng extension, correct? So, sir, you submitted it within... So, bale, on the 8th and a half or 9th month na submit nyo na. So, ma'am, after nila ma-submit, who was in charge nga to provide the solutions? Their report showed the defects, but did they also recommend some remedial measures?
May mga nirecommend po sila, pero at the time po kasi ang nag-contract sa kanila is the department po.
Yes, yes.
And we will just furnish the copy of the report, and dun nga po natin inano ang ating contractor to undertake the corrective measures, but ang sagot po ng ating contractor ng RDI, considering na part nung recommendations or ginawang plano for the corrections or remedial measures ay yung mga gagawin nila, kaya ang ano po ng contractor is ihintayin na yung, kasi hindi na rin nila alam kung anong yung gagawin eh.
Yes. Hintayin ang ano po, ma'am.
Final
Yes. So,
para po
so after their final report, which took 8.5 months, sino nag-decide nga na mag-retrofit? Sino nag-recommend? Office nyo po?
Bali po dun sa recommendation po kasi dun sa sa report po ng third party consultant, nabanggit po doon yung upgrading nung ating mga components po, kasi sinasabi nga po na meron dapat ayusin.
Okay.
May dapat
So
i-upgrade.
because of the defects and the upgrading sa bridge code, that led who to do what? Was it your office who wrote the department na mag-retrofit?
Bali po, also yung action na yun was based dun sa clamor po nung ating mga tao kasi after nataon po kasi pandemic
Yeah.
nung
Ma'am,
time
can you
na-
answer my question muna tapos you can
Yeah.
explain. So after they gave their report at ikaw na nagsabi, their report included certain defects that have to be addressed. It also contained a recommendation to comply with the new bridge code.
Yes.
New at that time, I mean relatively. Tama? Am I correct? Right.
Yes po.
So that report was given to the department. May kopya kayo.
Yes.
So whose task was it to take action from that report? Sa inyo bumaksak yon as RD?
Bali, we were furnished the copy of the report.
Yes ma'am, but
pero,
yes or no? So nung may report na, sino nga ho yung yung magde-decide at magre-recommend? Yung report ba yon diretso kay secretary at si secretary magsasabi kung anong gagawin o sa inyo napunta yung report?
Bali, sa BOD po, yung report.
Yes. So sinabit sa Bureau of Design.
Then we will,
Then the Bureau of Design met with you or wrote you?
I think we were furnished. We were
Yeah, use
furnished
the mic,
a
sir,
copy of
please.
the report.
Yeah.
Your Honor, we were furnished of the copy of the whole report of the urban consultant system.
Yes, kasi kayo nag-request eh. 'Di ba si RD Malaluan ang nag-request?
Yes, sir.
'Di ba? Sabi mo ma'am kanina, 'di ba? Dahil hindi niyo na malaman yung source, yung issues kaya ni-request niyo.
Ay, hindi po namin ni-request, kundi during the meetings in the central office, yun na po ang naging agreement dahil nga
Okay.
ah,
So, regardless who suggested it, because coming from your testimony, ma'am, na ang dami ng report, dami ng issues, 'di ba? Nasa opisina mo may mga sulat, nag-meeting kayo dahil hindi niyo na alam yung punot dulo, yung ugat ng issues, nag-meeting, ang kasunduan nyo is to hire urban engineers. Okay, 'di ba?
to hire a third party
A third party. Then later on, it turned out to be them. Obviously, yung meeting nyo na yon, pagdating ng report, kukunin nyo, susuriin yung report, kung susundin nyo o hindi. Di ba? So, who made that decision na susunduin nyo by retrofitting? Yun yung ang pinag-uusapan dito, di ba? Yung 225. Am I correct, Yusek Lapus? 233. But am I correct, di ba, na because of yung kanilang report, and then down the chain, ni-recommend na mag-retrofitting dun sa 200 plus. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. After the final design report was submitted, based on the records we reviewed, Region 2 forwarded to the central office cost estimate as submitted by consultant.
Oh, yun ma'am. Kayo nag-forward di ba? So ang sagot lang sa tanong ko, kami yun, sir. Tama ba? Hindi. Kasi sayang oras natin, ma'am, humahaba eh. Oh, di ba't hindi nyo lang po sabihin kasi na kayo yun? Yun lang naman tanong ko eh. Na based doon sa report nila, kayo ang nag-recommend, di ba? Ma'am,
retrofitting plans ang consultant po at that time na ang
So sino kausap ng consultant? BOD, Office ni Secretary, Office ni Sec Cabral o kayo?
bali ang BOD po kasi ang BOD ang nag-contract sa kanila.
Oh, pero kayo ang sumusulat sa kanila at involved kayo, di ba?
Hindi po kami sumusulat sa kanila.
Hindi kayo involved?
Sa ano po doon sa third party.
Hindi, ibig sabihin, di ba, so meron na yung urban design, may recommendation na sila.
Opo.
That project was under your care, di ba? Ikaw ang responsible official doon, ikaw ang RD eh.
Yes po.
Di ba? So the next step fell on you.
Yes.
So you were writing the different offices, di ba? You wrote Pai Yabut, anong pangalan talaga ni Pai? Ni Yusek na ngayon? Sorry, I've known him since he was RD kasi ng Metro Manila. So you wrote Yusek Yabut, you wrote ang hindi mo lang silulatan si ano eh. Eto, di ba? letter from OIC RD Loretta Malaluan to Secretary Mark Villar through Yusek Yabut, Yusek Catalina Cabral, and Attorney Eduardo Ramos. Mainly includes the cost estimate submitted by the consultant for the proposed attuned measure undertaking the proposed consultancy project. Diba? Made for the first time, undertaken and proposed consultancy service, urban engineers, key engineers, PTC engineers, JF Cancio for the construction supervision. Tama, ma'am, di ba?
Tama po.
Oh, so ikaw nga yon.
Yes po.
Oh, di ba? Kasi lahat sila consultants, they have to report. If I say may consultant ang Senate, kanino ba siya? Consultant ba siya ni Senator Jinggoy o Senator Jade? Consultant ba ni, di ba? So consultant ng DPWH pero sa iyo nga binigay yung report sa kanilang, di ba?
Hindi, bali pinurnish lang po kami, hindi kami ang talagang
pero-
original na sa amin binigay yung original copy.
Yes, ma'am. Pero ikaw ang in charge, kaya humingi ka ng meeting. Sino kasama niyo yung sa meeting nung sinabi nag-decide kayo na kumuha ng consultant? Sinong mga ka-meeting mo nun?
Actually, si Yusek Yabut.
Yusek Yabut. Oh, sino pa ang kasama niyo nun?
Hindi ko na.
Oh, but basically, tama ba ako, Yusek Yabut, that they basically came to you because, yun nga, hindi na naman mangyari. So, ang decision nyo to get a third-party consultant.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but at any time, did any of you take over the project from Region 2?
Wala, sir.
Oh, so
Sir,
in other words, tinutulungan nyo siya na masolusyonan yung problema.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Sir, may I, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Briefly,
Speak
sir.
please.
I assume...
Hindi kita nakilala kaagad dyan.
Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
Thank you.
Salamat, sir.
Tama ba? Matagal na kitang kilala?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
1998, sir. Sir, may I assume Undersecretary ng Luzon Operation except NCR tsaka 4A by virtue of Department Order 113 Series of 2018, dated August 2, 2018. Nung mag-report sir ako dyan, ang daming reports na nababalitaan ko. But before that, sir, by assumption bilang USEC ng Luzon,
Iklaro natin, daming reports ng mga defects o problema and everything.
well, the status, sir, in general,
Oo.
the status,
And
primarily yung defects.
And the status showed problems and defects.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Plus the clamor of the LGUs to open it. Well, nakita
Okay.
ko naman sir talaga, one of the engineering
Which is-
wonders has
It's understandable.
mentioned. Yes, sir.
Diba? I mean, kung makita ko na yung trend, gusto ko nang gamitin.
Yes, sir.
Pero that doesn't mean papayagan ng DOTR, diba?
Correct, sir.
Oo.
Sir. So, although I assume 2018, my first meeting I remember, nung pinatawag ko na sir at mga concern, BOD, regional directors, construction, etc., etc., that was November 12, 2019. Easily, sir, nag-recommend ako to hire independent third-party consultant.
Yes, and it's a good recommendation. And there's no hidden questions here or hindi ako nanguhuli as a lawyer,
Yes, sir.
RD. Sinabi ko na sa inyo kanina yung intensyon ko. Sinabi ko na the secretary assured me, preliminary yan, they will continue. Yusek Lapus is here. Sinabi na ni secretary, exact words niya kanina ay, sorry secretary, hindi ko alam yung exact, but nalaman niyo yung proximate cause pero susundan niyo pa rin ng ibang causes ba? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so they also get a third party to look into it. Kasi ang sinabi ko, we will spend this afternoon finding out na after the original 800, paano napunta dun sa additional 400? At yun lang ma'am ang tinatanong ko, RD, pero nga parang hindi klaro. So after you went to USEC PI and nag-meeting kayo, may consultant na, di ba? So bumalik sa'yo yung bola. Oh. And then you started writing them na kailangan nito. Okay. Sino gumawa nun nung 233 na program? Region, planning, sinong gumawa nun? Sir, ma'am, paggamit ng mic.
Bali yung estimate po came from the consultant.
Sir, from the consultant. Chinek mo muna bago mo i-forward.
Ang pinorward po namin initially ay yung request para ma-include po sa regional budget proposal.
Okay. So ang question ko, chinek mo ba bago mo i-forward o hindi?
Chinek po natin.
Chinek nyo. Okay. So, nandun ba yung epoxy injections?
Bali, ang nangyari po kasi doon,
I think, ma'am, answerable naman ng yes or no, then you can explain. Kasama ba doon yung epoxy injections, yes or no?
yung pong naisama doon kasi, yung ano na yung part na ng, yung mga naging continuing na po kasi yung ano, yung cracks na hindi nga ma-deter. Saan mo dito? Or ba, hindi ko na yung program. Hindi ko na.
So, ma'am, napakasimpleng tanong, kasama ba o hindi?
Hindi ko na matandaan ko. Sir Bob, kasama. Hindi ko na
Just tell me, ma'am,
matandaan
if you don't remember, there's something about Senate investigations that make people don't remember, but that doesn't mean that it's not true. Sometimes you don't remember, so you don't remember.
Hindi ko na po
Can I refresh your memory? Okay. May sulat ka pa sa ano, di ba? Sa contractor na i-implement na nila yung ano,
Yes,
yung epoxy injection. Naalala mo yon?
opo.
Oo. And that was before ni-recommend yung retrofit.